it's Brian, and
Hi, it's Tehran.
today we're going to do another segment in medical, and we're going to focus again on wounds. Share with you some do's and don'ts, and give you some unique ideas and some unique items that we now have and that we've used to help our family that hopefully will help yours.
The first don't is don't record a video at 110 degrees in New Jersey.
It's a little warm out here today.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to make this fast. So most folks, when you see a wound and you have some dirt in it, or you're unsure if it's clean, you still want to clean the wound bed. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to take a cloth and you don't want to brush it. A lot of folks would. What would most folks do? What would you have done before?
Wash it with water, right? Pour some water if you have in a can.
Yep. And if that's what you have, that's a great solution. Let me share with you a couple different ideas that actually would extend that. There are different saline sprays or saltwater sprays that if you don't have water or if you want to travel with something, you can have a saline spray, and that'll help clean the wound bed or help, it's called debride it, removing foreign matter. There's another wonderful product, and this is called VASH. And this is a unique wound solution. It's not cytotoxic, which means it won't disturb the wound bed and upset it, but it will clean not only the wound bed, but also maintaining the pH. And it acts just like your own body's white blood cells. It's another item that we recommend and that we put as part of our consideration for you to have in your home and in your emergency kits.
So this is the first thing that you would do when you're encountering a wound. I
would. So after you if you're at a point where now that you've cleaned it, what's the best practice in order to clean it, especially if you're not going to be able to go get medical help or you need to clean it there. So next, we had already covered some bandages. But I wanted to take a little step further. So if you already have bandages, we kind of covered earlier what most people use. Most people would put what on top of a wound, a puncture, an abrasion?
The Neosporin and all those creams and the beta iodine.
And I know you guys, I've grown up and I've had the Band-Aid stick. I'm going to peel it off. It peels off the scab or it looks yucky. So there's advancements.
You were crying a lot more as a kid that time.
Yeah, and it would also sometimes have a smell. Ew. So speaking of the smell, that is actually, it's unhealthy. So there are some products that we wanted to make you aware of. So there's antimicrobial gauze bandages. So they have an antimicrobial agent in them, or they actually have baking soda. For ease, in the recommendations and in the kits that we've built for you, is that we have gauze bandages infused with baking soda. The other is, unfortunately, earlier in my childhood, my dad and I were involved in a very severe fire, and he had 40% of his body was a severe burn, so he was in the burn unit. And that's when I discovered there's a product called Silvadene. Silvadene is prescription only. But similar to that product, there are silver gels that have half of the ingredients, and they're highly efficacious for skin and wound care. So two unique products that we have without a prescription are having some type of antimicrobial gauze bandages, if you're going to use them, and or having a Silva gel. So, because most people would think of Neosporin, right. A Silva gel is an antimicrobial and much more efficacious. Again,
does it affect the time of healing?
It does. It does. Great question. So having a wound care background, one of the things people look as how is the wound bed? And remember, wounds heal from the outside in. So it actually, depending upon the wound, what layer and et cetera, it could increase your wound healing by 20 to up to 70%, depending upon the combination of products that you're using. So again, a couple tips, tricks, unique products, again, making you aware of them.
I want to point out that we're not a manufacturer, and these are not our products. The majority of time that we spend, and Brian brings his experience, is selecting the right products, giving you all of these insights and unique approaches. And when we talk about our kits, these are essentially how we assembled and curated combinations of things that work best, are healthy alternatives, are alternatives to strong chemicals.
Exactly. So the worst thing is that you had to attend to a wound, and then later you developed an infection because you weren't able to clean it properly, or you weren't able to cover it properly and have some type of antimicrobial agent. So if you've taken care of the first emergency, you don't want a secondary or a tertiary problem to develop. So
watch more on our social channels and come visit us at bepreparedsolutions.co.
feel free to contact us. We'd love to hear from you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.